All right, all right. Good morning, everybody. It is a overcast Saturday morning for me here in Los Angeles. This is Brandon Ivey. Go ahead and type your name in the chat box where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, we are not licensed financial advisors to be giving financial advice. Share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So we are streaming live as well on Facebook in multiple groups. So if you guys are on Facebook, you can feel free to share this broadcast to your groups and channels as well. I see we have Miss Marnita Casa on the line and CJ Jackson, Carla Arrigo, Dorothy Mays, Elton, Nathan Hansberger, Rita, Samantha, Tammy Lee Gully, Theo, well, I always say this name wrong. Theodoti Serp. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And all of you guys on Facebook, thank you for taking time out of your schedule on this Saturday morning. We'll be short and sweet, give you guys time to enjoy your weekend. We have a very busy weekend, not only today, but I will be in Long Beach at a mixer tomorrow afternoon and early evening. So anybody in the LA area can come out and see us down there as well. So we're going to talk about today is one of the main is the top pinnacle of being a member of ILCA, and we're calling it our partnership program because our partnership program means that you are now taking ILCA and putting it out there in your name, in your brand, this crypto education, not to build the ILCA community, but to build your own community and to be able to earn a large, sizable income at the same time. The ability for you to earn while you learn, make a profit off of this as well, to use that to be able to build your portfolio, but also to build your name and your reputation and to help out the community that you either already built or that you're looking to build. And I had this conversation with someone that's outside of our community last week that was asking me some questions about ILCA and my motives for creating it. In other words, it was kind of challenging me and saying that, are can you actually make any money with ILCA? Or are you only doing it to make money? And I had to laugh at that. I'm like, you must not know my history. The goal of ILCA here is to take the average person to be able to show them how to go from zero to earning a full-time income in an industry that there are no barriers or limits to how much you can earn. The only limit is your knowledge. If you don't know it exists, you're not even on the playing field. So all we do is open the door and show you the way and give you some examples on what you can do to make your dreams a reality, to be able to earn a full-time income from home. I didn't start ILCA from my 9 to 5 job. I was already retired. I walked off my 9 to 5 job in 2012. I've been doing this for a while. I've been financially stable. I've earned 7 figures before I created ILCA. I could continue to do that without ILCA by myself. I love being an educator. I love sharing information. I want to uplift and help others that were in the same situation that I was in to get to where I am now and beyond. And I understand one fundamental rule. The more people you help, the more you end up helping yourself in the process. So we have a short-term goal here in ILCA to help at least 100 people earn anywhere between $2,500 to $10,000 a month on average. Some are going to earn a whole lot more than that. Some are only going to earn enough money that can maybe pay, a couple of bills, buy groceries, depending on the programs you take advantage of and the direction you choose to take the knowledge that you're learning here. What we're doing is not only giving you the knowledge, but we're also providing different arms of branches of activities and projects that you can take advantage of to profit from. And we have multiple. Right now, we're promoting four. One that's open, that's MoveQuest. We had a whisper session last night. The other three are closed. They're by invite only behind our doors. You have to be in our inner circle to be a part of that. And then we also offer the opportunity to earn from sharing ILCA as an affiliate from our membership programs, from our inner circle, from our diamond, and our platinum, you can earn anywhere between 5% to 20% on every sale that you share ILCA with and someone purchases our educational package. But the big one is what we're going to talk about today is a partnership. The ability to earn 50% on every sale because we are partners and we create the whole system for you. And this is designed for individuals who either already have a brand, but just really don't know how to put it out there and don't have the resources to. Because that was me for a while. I had the brand, I had a community. I did not have the resources and the know-how to package that and put it all together. And creating ILCA didn't just happen overnight. I remember telling Miss Marnita Casa about the idea for the very first time the summer of 2021. Yeah, the summer of 2021, where I said, yeah, I'm going to create a new company called ILCA, and this is what it's going to be all about, the Ivy League Crypto Academy. We launched January 2022, and this January will be our fourth year running. And we're still growing. We're taking baby steps on this. We're still growing. The best is yet to come. Wait till next year. Next year is when I put the rocket pack on the back of ILCA and really allow it to take off. So I'm excited for that. So for today, we're going to talk about the partnership program. And guess what? You're not going to hear it from me. I'm going to bring up a woman that I have a lot of respect for. This woman's journey has been broadcast live in front of everybody. For the very first day, I got a phone call, and it was from my cousin who said, "What is this crypto stuff that you're doing? What's this Bitcoin thing? Are you out there scamming people?" That's what she said. And I said, no. I said, hop on to, at that time I had crypto talks. I didn't have ILCA. I said, hop on some of my crypto talks and see what it is that we're talking about and the programs that we were a part of in a way to make money from home. And when she hopped on the first one, it says she started asking me questions. And I said, I'll tell you what, because I have a very large family and I have a lot of cousins, and a lot of them sometimes show interest and then they fizzle out and it's more on the hey Brandon, how can you help me type deal than how can you show me how to help myself. And so I didn't know where she was what she was going to do with this, so I tested her and I said, all right, before you start asking me questions, at the time I only had 3 lessons: Bitcoin 101, crypto advanced, how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and those 45 videos in those lessons. Those lessons helped one company make $5 million in 8 months, a company called Cryptogenics or KGX back in 2018 and 19. And I've been a consultant with my education material. So I always had those 3 courses. So I gave it to her and said, yeah, watch all of these videos and then come ask me questions because this was going to get the basic stuff out of the way. And I actually was just trying to scare her off. And I thought it would take her, if she did it, a couple of months, the whole summer, when she had asked me that. And that was on a Friday. Monday, she calls me and says, okay, what's next? And probably her first year, she always said that. What's next? What's next? She was voracious in wanting to learn. And I love that because that's how I am. Crypto talks I do every day is because I want to learn. And so I said, what do you mean, what's next? She said, okay, yeah, I watched the videos. I said, no, 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 no. Not 3 videos. It's 45 videos. She said, yes, I did that. Oh, okay. So I started looking at her a little differently here. And the next test, and there's always was tests, is that she just kept showing up without me having to ask, without me having to remind. You guys see it. She's here on every broadcast if she can be, without having to be prepped by me. So she kept showing up. And it was from there that I took her under my wing. And she just rose like a superstar, like a phoenix, became my executive assistant, as soon to be COO of ILCA once we become corporated, and is our lead liaison for the community. You guys all deal with her before you can get to me. Essential behind the scenes, especially after we left from our last marketing company into creating ILCA 2.0, doing presentations and hosting, and is a ray of sunshine as a mother and wife and entrepreneur, well on her way. So I want to bring up to do the presentation for our partnership program, Miss Marnita Casa.
Good morning. Okay, first of all, Mr. Ivy, that was awesome. Thank you so very much. But you did leave out one thing.
What's
Future
that?
billionaire.
Ah, there you
Okay, so
go.
I wanted to throw that in there. Okay, good morning, everybody. Like Mr. Ivy said, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but I am super. Hi, Rita. I am super, super excited to talk to you guys about the partnership program. Now, I'm going to tell you, please bear with me. Please bear with me. This is the first presentation that I have put together myself. So, give me a little, give me a little leeway, you guys. Okay, so we're going to jump right into it. Now, one thing that I am very, very passionate about is multiple streams of income. As a mother, as a wife, as a mother of 3 children, I understand how hard it is in today's economic times. Hi, Elton. I see you, sweetheart. How hard it is in today's economic times. My goodness, as some of you know, my family and we used to have to do government assistance and be on welfare. But because of crypto education, because of making a decision, now we are on our way to living the lives that we have always dreamed about. And one of the main reasons for this is that we decided to be entrepreneurs. Now, I'm not knocking a 9 to 5. That is a necessity. But what we have put together is something that you can build while you are still working your 9 to 5. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I had created slides for you guys and everything. So I want to make sure everything goes correctly. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you guys should be able to see my screen. All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Okay, so welcome to our ILCA partnership program, because it is time for us to take our lives back. Now, with the ILCA partnership program, you're going to grow, you're going to earn, and you're going to have a way to leave a solid impact on not only your life, your family's lives, but also your community's lives. See, this is your gateway to financial empowerment and entrepreneurial success. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is our vision and our mission and why ILCA. See, it's very important to me that we understand why we are doing something, why we are locking hands with the company. So I want to talk to you guys about why I feel you should choose ILCA. Well, first of all, Mr. Ivy did talk about our mission. ILCA's mission is basically straightforward. We want to help you, okay, 100 individuals earn $2,500 to $5,000 per month in genuine passive income. See, we believe in financial freedom, and we don't believe in that freedom for just a few, but for anyone and everyone who is willing to learn, who is willing to take action and trust the process. See, we believe in empowering people with real knowledge. It's so very important to us that not only we help you learn how to make money, but we want you to also learn how to maintain it and learn how to keep it and keep it coming. Now, real opportunity is what we stand for. Imagine what's possible when you have access to expert guidance, when you have a proven system and a support network that believes in your potential. See, this is a blueprint to your success. We're showing you how to align with wealth by using the blockchain for what? For smart gains, and to put money to work for you without the stress or the noise of traditional methods. Now, let's talk about the opportunity that ILCA presents. What is the partnership program, and why should you join as a partner? Well, with the ILCA partnership program, this is your exclusive opportunity to earn while you learn. See, it's more important to us than just you having an affiliate opportunity. This is a complete business system that's designed to help you succeed. One of the many features that you're going to see in this program is our unique level of support. And what that does is it makes sure that your income potential goes way up here. See, we're not simply selling a product, people. We're actually building your brand. We're creating your authority and aligning you with a company that's committed to education, empowerment, and to your financial freedom. See, you'll get a personalized system to earn while you learn. See, you have access to ILCA's courses, you have access to ILCA's memberships and our tools. This platform is designed for entrepreneurs like you, visionaries like you, and community builders like you. We offer a 50% referral commission. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of that anywhere. We offer this 50% referral commission on all of our memberships. Yes, all of our memberships, which are monthly memberships, which means you get that commission every month, but also you get full access to our platinum membership system. You get access to branded tools like our funnel system, a CRM, email automation, you guys, and a personal capture page. We also have integrated our marketing team in this. Now, what is new is that the ILCA marketing department now works for you, baby. We have hired a professional marketing team to lead the way. So with that, we have made it so that leads that are generated by our campaigns are going to be directed to you, our partners. Let me repeat that, just in case you didn't hear it, okay? With that, we have made it so that the leads that are generated by our professional marketing team are going to be directed to our partners. Why? Because this ensures that our partners have a consistent flow of prospects and income opportunities. See, we want you to focus on your relationships, and we are going to help supply the traffic. Again, this is your success pathway. You sign up as an ILCA partner. You get your personalized affiliate system. You share ILCA with your audience and community, and you earn 50% commissions on every sale. You build your brand while ILCA handles all that heavy lifting. Now, ILCA success tools. This is very important that you understand what you receive with the ILCA partnership. So as a partner, you have an exclusive opportunity, again, to earn while you learn. As a partner, you gain access to a fully customized business system. This includes a professional email, personalized contact management, a high converting funnel, and automated follow-ups, all designed to do what? Elevate your brand and streamline your success. So here is a quick screenshot of what that back office looks like. Over here on the left, you see that you have access to back and forth email conversations. You have access to calendars in case you want to be able to set up appointments with your prospects. You have a contacts list, marketing, you have automation, you have funnels, you have media storage, and there's more that is coming in 2026. See, what we must understand, babies, is that your timing is everything. 2026 is right around the corner. ILCA is ready for it because we are ready for 2026 and beyond. Now, why should you do this now? Why is this the optimum time and place to do this? Well, crypto adoption, if you haven't noticed, is accelerating at a crazy pace, like the world has never seen before. Every day, more individuals, businesses, and now we're even seeing governments are recognizing the value of blockchain technology. See, our mission is more important than information. It's about empowerment. By stepping into the ILCA partnership program, you're going to position yourself at the forefront of this movement because this isn't just about short term earnings, people. This is about locking in your role as a crypto and blockchain pioneer. So you want to join the partnership program today, earn your 50% commissions, access professional tools and marketing, be recognized as the leader and the superstar you are, and help us build a legacy of wealth and empowerment for everyone. Because together, we are building more than income, people. Together, we are building an impact. And with that, I give it back to you, Mr. Ivy.
Wow, I know you were nervous about all that. Great job, great job. See, normally I create a PowerPoint and she watches me do the presentations and then duplicates it. This time around, she created all of that on her own. I never saw that until now. And I never did that presentation. She did that herself. So congratulations on that, Miss Costa. That was an excellent job. We're going to edit that and so we can put that up on the site and use that. We already have several partners that's partnered with us now. I want you guys to know that there are different levels to this. You know, you've got some people that say, yeah, Brandon, I want to be an extension with ILCA and promote, you guys and use your branding. Then we have others that say, Brandon, we don't want your face to be seen at all or ILCA. We just want to white label the courses because we're building our community, and that's fine as well. So what you're going to end up doing is go to ilcafounders.com, make sure you register. You're going to set up an appointment that you'll be meeting with me and Miss Casa so we can go over exactly what it is that you're looking to do. And a timetable and what your community size, what your goals are, and then we'll put it all together for you and you'll be up and running. So thank you for that presentation, Miss Casa. And what's happening next is the very first, if you want to join our community, next week we're going to showcase a new streamlined way for people to register with us in our 5-day challenge. And we offer a lot of free material. It wasn't too long ago. I don't know if he's on here. Kenny Taylor was looking up ILCA through AI and wanted to see what did AI have to say about ILCA. And for what he found, we were at the time the top 4 crypto education based platform in the world. And it had pros and it had cons. And the only con negative about us is it said that we did not offer enough free material. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I do crypto talks all the time. I give away a free ebook and I do a 5-day challenge. But it still said we didn't offer enough free material or we weren't advertising it properly, especially for on the net. So here's what we have now. Or well, we'll do another presentation probably next Saturday that will kind of showcase it step by step. But what we offer now is once a month, we do a free 5-day challenge where you're going to be able to learn some of the basics of what crypto is all about, from what is the blockchain, what is cryptocurrency, what are wallets, how do I buy crypto, and security. How do I secure it, and how do I make money in crypto? So those are the 5 main topics that we cover this month, the week of September 22nd, which should be a week from this Monday will be our next 5-day challenge. And I'm going to have special panelists. I'm bringing back Professor Oscar Sistrom from Morehouse College. That's going to be speaking with us and maybe some other surprise guests. And that is done for free. All you have to do is register. You'll be getting a follow-up email that's going to tell you instructions on how to view the 5-day challenge. It's just 1 hour a night, Monday through Friday. Just 1 hour out of your time. You don't even have to leave your home. You can see it from your computer, hook it up to your TV on your big screen, and watch it from home. Get the family involved too. I'm going to start talking more about that. It's not just getting crypto educated for you, it's making sure your family is also getting this information and knowledge because it's going to help them. And what you're doing is also for them as well, this path you're taking. Then, just by registering, you're going to receive a free ebook called Bitcoin for Beginners. Very short, very basic. You're also going to get access to our social media platform. We have an app as well, and 10 free courses. Now, these 10 courses are short. It's not long, anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes on basic elementary style information about what Bitcoin and blockchain technology is all about. All of that at no cost to you. And so that's where you get started. Now, the very first paid model is our inner circle. In our inner circle, you become a VIP member on our 5 day challenge. Now you are interacting with our community and you're able to ask questions, questions that you might have never known where to go before. When I first started learning about crypto, there was nobody there to teach me. There was nobody to ask questions. Even millionaire friends of mine, I knew some people. I remember this one lady, she had made $2 million in 8 months in off of Bitcoin and crypto and Ethereum mining. And I asked her, how does this stuff work? And she said, I don't know. I just know it just keeps going up. But she knew nothing about it. And so I said, okay, I need to teach myself. And I went to YouTube and Google, which I do not recommend. You're gonna even it was bad then. It's even worse today because now, not only back then you may have bad information, but today you have purposely misleading information of individuals trying to scam you that is prevalent if you're going to try to self-teach yourself about crypto. But when I did it in 2017, I realized that 50% of the information that I was getting was wrong and the other 50% was outdated because it's not stagnant. It doesn't stay still. This industry is always changing, evolving, and growing, and we stay on top of it through something called our crypto talks that we do Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. You're getting me almost every single day. Now, I don't do that because I am entertaining or even training. I'm doing that because that is my time that I keep myself abreast and up to date with what's going on in the crypto space. I just turn the camera on and the microphone and take you guys on the journey with me. That's the only difference. And I've been doing this since 2017. But the inner circle is priceless. The information that you learn and gain from there is priceless. I can't put a price tag on that. You just ask our inner circle members and they'll let you know. And I do a free crypto talk once a week on Saturday today. So I'm going to transition now and give you guys a sneak peek at kind of what we do in crypto talk. We don't just read the charts and look at, tokens and things like that. We also pay attention to world events, geopolitics, things that reading the charts is not going to tell you because that information is going to impact the markets. In other words, we are getting ourselves in position so that we can take advantage of this information and not be victims to things and events that's taking place around the world, having to react to it. So this is why the inner circle is so important. And let me go ahead and share screen and give you guys a sneak peek. Now, this is also information that I do not view beforehand. Okay, this is important to know. Articles and news articles, I do not read them beforehand. I read them live in front of you guys on the spot. You're getting my reaction live, not rehearsed, not processed, live. All right, that separates me from the YouTube and social media influencers who's just trying to get clicks. And they make their money not off of the information that they're learning, but off of manipulating their audience to on certain things. And I learned that early on too, that they were doing that. All right, so the first thing that we want to look at is what is going on in the traditional markets. So today we've got the Dow is still above 45,800, which is pretty good. It is down 273 points over the last 24 hours. I wonder this change. See, there was last week was a heavy news week, not just America in the world. There were a lot of major headlines that took place from Israel attacking Qatar without even consulting America, doing it on their own, with Russia doing a large missile barrage, and for the very first time, they hit a main government building in Ukraine's capital city of Kiev. Russia decided to invade the airspace of Moldova and Poland. For the first time in 80 years, NATO, a NATO member, called for Article 4 of the NATO contract. The NATO, I forgot what they call that word, but Article 4, which is like DEFCON 3. Attack on one country is an attack on all the NATO members. We had the Charlie Kirk murder that happened live, witnessed by millions, and the internet is having a hard time trying to scrub the video off. It's not going to happen. It's there. So millions of people saw that, and you have emotional response from that event, from those on the right who love Charlie Kirk and those on the left who view him as less than admirable. And that's as far as I'm going to go talking about that because I have very, 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 very deep feelings. I have been very good. I haven't said anything on social media, Facebook, only a little bit here and there. But I will say for the record, nobody should be killed or taken out or silenced for what they believe in. By doing that, you rob the ability of a good debate as well, whether you agree with it or not. That's the American way. And I will always stand up for the right to be able to express your opinion and how you feel, even if it does not go with what I believe and how I feel. So that was a major thing. But what really threw it off, why we have to pay attention because it could impact things, is the reaction to the event, the knee-jerk reaction to automatically claim who was responsible with absolutely no proof whatsoever. And then when the evidence comes out of who was responsible, the lack of ability to acknowledge that, say I was wrong, and say we have a problem. It's not one side problem. There's a problem here that needs to be addressed. So this, how these things are playing out, that was major news. So we got to pay attention to this. So we've got the Dow and the S&P 500 is slightly down S&P. NASDAQ is up though 98 points. Europe down slightly, but the FTSE is up. Asia is more on the green. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that as well. There was a huge summit in China, hosted by China, that had Vladimir Putin, that had North Korea, India, Iran, and that is, I call it the new axis. Since World War II, the world is starting to choose sides again. And this definitely is going to impact us because there's a movement to de-dollarize the world. And if you don't pay attention to politics or pay attention to world events, just because you're not paying attention to it doesn't mean you're not going to be impacted by it. This is why you got to know what's going on. Be paying attention. Our way of life is being challenged, and we can do things to mitigate it. But no matter what we do, there's a change coming. You know, the only constant in life is change. You can't stop it, but you can prepare for it and put yourself in a position to benefit from this change or to be left behind because of the change. Do you want to be Blockbuster Video or do you want to be Netflix? And change can happen even if things are going the way you want it to go. Blockbuster was on top of the world. They had everything going from them from a marketing and branding perspective and the experience. And something that I teach when I teach about the secret, about how do you feel? The Blockbuster experience made you feel good. They had a 100% winning strategy. And when Netflix walked into the room and said, we have a different approach, talking about mailing DVDs and Blockbuster's like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that somebody's gonna have to wait 3 days to get their video and then hope it doesn't get cracked in the mail or a dog chew it up or the mailman sit on it or something? The mood is gone. And they said that they had a commercial about that. You want to know where Netflix and chill came from? Blockbuster used to have a series about, but they did it more of family style. Their commercials. Friday night, family's got pizza, sitting on the couch, kids are on the floor, the dog's bouncing around. Dad picks up the remote, pops the VCR in and press play, and they're eating their popcorn. That experience. And they made fun of Netflix. They did it. I don't want to see if I can find that clip where they said, imagine the family sitting there to do that. The kid saying, Dad, put on the show. And then the dad says, oh, we have to wait 3 days for it to come in the mail. That sounds preposterous. But Netflix saw the change that was coming. And now you all know what Netflix and chill means because it wasn't just waiting 3 days for a video. They took advantage of technology that we could stream the video live into your home. You don't have to fight in Blockbusters to see if your movie's there on the shelves. Everybody has access to it. That is what's taking place right now in our financial sector. So after I look at this, next thing I do is I want to go to take a look at what's going on in the crypto world, crypto space. So let's see here. Oh, wow. So the crypto space has reacted positively to this week's news. It is up 4.1 trillion, up 1.4% over the last 24 hours. It was below 4 trillion on, I think, Thursday. Bitcoin dominance at 55.3%, Ethereum's at 13.5. Bitcoin is sitting at $115,000. Since this is Saturday, I got to look at week to week, not day to day. So the last time we did this last Saturday, Bitcoin is up 4.4%. Ethereum is up 8.7. Ripple's up 11.4. Little cousin, you know who I'm talking about. I don't know if she's within earshot. What did I say the other day? You got BNBs at 8.9% up over the last 24 hours. Ripple is up 11.4. Ethereum 8.7 over the past week. Because Solana popped 18.3% over the last week. Doge 38%. Whoa. What's going on with Doge? Elon Musk do something or say something or tweet something? 12.3% in 24 hours, up 38.1% over the last week. Hype, 19% over the last week. Avalanche, 23%. All right, MoveQuest people, did any of you guys purchase some Avalanche this past week? 23.2%. Figure HELOC. Okay, I've been so busy, and you inner circle people and diamond class people know what I'm talking about here. I need to jump on this. Do figure markets. Because we are watching this in real time, and I do not want to make the same mistake I made with Binance. See, Hedera, Litecoin, Shiba Inu even went up 17.8%. Chrono still went the other way, down 6.8% over the past week. That's an outlier there. See, the best performers over the past week. Oh, wow. MYX Finance. Now, we covered this on Thursday as to why their connection with the Trump family. And I don't know if this is going to be long lasting because WLFI will look like a pump and dump. But their connection with this token exploded. Down 25% in the last 24 hours, which means the people who owned it down here took a profit twice, took a profit here, took a profit here. WorldCoin 74.9%. If someone were to ask me, Brandon, what is the one token that makes you the most nervous out of all 18,738? The one project I do not trust, but I believe is going to have a huge impact on humanity is this WorldCoin. The people that run the world are behind this. Mantle, M, look at M. Diamond class members know we made a lot of money trading off of this one. In fact, this is the one of the main tokens that I was able to flip from like $250 up to $2,000. M in trading, 41.1% in the last week. Doge 38. Pump.fun. Diamond class members, you know about this one. Bonk, we have not traded on Bonk in a while. Up 32.8. Pingu, Pudgy Penguins 27.4. Look at Avalanches up there. Look at Providence Blockchain. Now, there's a good example I want to share for you guys. In the inner circle, we picked up on this one. And let's see here. I want to see my date. Go back. August 25th, we put down Providence Blockchain. The price was 2.5 cents. Since then, it is now almost 3.5 cents, up 20.7%. Again, this is what I'm talking about, why it's priceless in inner circle. We don't know what we're going to get each day. It's like, what is Forrest Gump say? It's like a box of chocolate. You don't know what you're going to get. In inner circle, we didn't start knowing about this, but whoever jumped on it, you're up 20.7%. Some people might have bought $50 worth. Some people, what if you do $5,000 worth? 20.7%. Ondo, Say, Story, Hype, Kinetic, Solana. This has been a very good week. Who had a bad week? Chronos, down 6.8%. That's crypto.com's token. That's the only one. Wow. So this has been a good week in crypto in response to the news, worldwide news this past week. I did see news this morning. Donald Trump is doing something he has not done before. He is actually, I don't know if this is for show or what, but he's had enough. And he's realizing Russia's making him look bad. So he sent a message to NATO and the European countries and said, look, I'm about to be serious on Russia now. I'm going to give you this in layman's terms, what he said. I'm about to be serious on Russia now. So I'm going to need y'all to be serious as well. Stop buying Russian oil. We're gonna really clamp down on Russia, period. And we're gonna clamp down more on China because China has influence over Russia and let them know, hey, listen, if you get Russia to calm down, we'll lift the sanctions and the tariffs on China. So he's actually now doing what I agree with. I agree with this move. I don't know what his intent or motivation is because this is not his character when it comes to Russia, but that's something we need to pay attention to. So we'll see how this news plays out Monday morning. If anything pops up in the news about ongoing things happening with Russia. Oh, and I forgot the other big major news, the Epstein stuff. Hey, don't get distracted. Still want the Epstein files. A British UK, what was his position? Was he a prince? Parliament? Just got fired or had to resign because he's all up in that birthday book. That list, we ain't forgot. And that is bad. I actually was looking at some stuff from that the news hasn't been reporting on. That ain't good. Now we're finding out things was happening at Mar-a-Lago. All right. Now see what is the MoveQuest token price at this morning? It was in the $3 range yesterday. Yeah, we did our whisper call last night. That is also as well. And anybody in the MoveQuest community and you want to be able to gain knowledge from people inside the community, since I do not speak on it publicly much, you want to get into our inner circle because we still cover that. All right. So in the last 24 hours, it is up 6.6%. So it went down from the $3 range to $4.20. Was the smart contract turned on? Yes. So this is a smart contract wallet, 7C06. But that's a purchase. Let me see real smart contract activity. That brought it up 20 cents off of that purchase. 1,191 MQT. See any more activity? No, somebody else just bought $1,000 worth, 246 MQT. I don't see the smart contract in full action. I just see that one purchase there. Okay, what's liquidity is sitting at 642,000. So 20,800 in buys, 11,000 in sells. Okay. All right. Some of the news, what's happening in the world? Lavrov. Do you guys know who Lavrov is? You should know. Just by hearing that name, you should know who that is. He's a foreign minister from Russia, Putin's right-hand man. Lavrov says, de-dollarization. If you do not know what de-dollarization means, type me in the chat box. This is important. And I'm really speaking with you guys on Facebook. If you don't know what de-dollarization means, type me in the chat box because this is important. De-dollarization is ongoing with alternative trade platforms. So the United States has been able to maintain power for 80 years after World War II because the world is using the US dollar as its reserve currency. To the world, it's as good as gold. Now, I don't have time to go into the history as to why that is. You have to know what happened after World War II. Now, for the first time in 80 years, which means for the first time, is there anybody here that's over 80 years old? For the first time in our life, we're facing a challenge to the world status of American dominance. Well, someone says, well, please explain why. How is it the United States is still able to be on top when we are trillions of dollars in debt? The reason is because the rest of the world is floating us because they can continue to buy our dollar. They're buying our debt. If they stop doing that, the cash flow stops coming in, but the debt doesn't go down. You still got to pay that debt, which means it causes inflation. Things become more expensive, and the value of your dollar, the value of the money in your hand, this cash goes down. So if you have $20 and you go to the grocery store, you're going to be buying less and less with that same amount of money. It's a slow death. See, we're used to seeing these things happen in what we call third world countries, where their currency drops by like 18 million%, and it takes 5 million pesos to be like 20 bucks. We haven't experienced that in the United States on that scale yet. The dollar right now has already lost 90% of its value in our lifetime since the beginning. But if the world decides, yeah, you know what? It's time that we find an alternative. We don't need the United States anymore to prop ourselves up. We can stand on our own 2 feet now. We can do trade in our own currencies. And so if there's no more demand for the dollar, then the value of the dollar we hold here goes down. So as Robert Kiyosaki says, it's foolhardy to have a savings account because you're losing money every day. Wealthy people don't keep their money in dollars. They keep their money in assets, in real estate, in art, in precious metals, in crypto, because crypto appreciates, doesn't depreciate. The dollar depreciates. So, this is the biggest threat to America, not terrorism, not missiles, not somebody trying to declare war on us. That would be actually, and I hate to say this, financially beneficial if America goes to war. We've done that multiple times. But the biggest threat to us is this. Global momentum toward de-dollarization is erupting as nations expand trade in not US dollars, but local currencies and build alternative payment systems, meaning they're not going to use the Western banking rails because how do banks make money? Well, you got to put money through their system and the fees, and then they're investing off the money you put with them. Well, what if they stop putting their money in your banks? Reshaping. I read things like a lawyer. Adjectives are important. It doesn't say adding, it doesn't say changing, it doesn't say manip. It says reshaping global finance. So everything these financial experts went to school to learn is being reshaped and reinforcing warnings emphasized by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The steady global push toward de-dollarization is accelerating. And when Trump decided to throw tariffs on everybody, it sped this up because the world's saying, you know what? Forget US. We, we were here before them. Half the world's population is in one corner of the planet. We don't need the 400 million Americans over there. Let them stay on their own little island across the world between the Pacific and the Atlantic. We don't need them. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov emphasized this point when he addressed students at the Moscow State Institute of International Relations. He said the trend towards creating alternative platforms and payment and other logistic mechanisms necessary for normal trade, this process is ongoing. So if you're Russia or Iran or China and you're getting hit with nothing but sanctions and tariffs because the West wants to punish you for not doing what the West wants you to do. If you're from that country and you're a leader and you're looking out for your best interests, okay, we need to find an alternative because they don't want to play with us no more. Let's find an alternative. So nobody should be shocked by this. He also underscored what he described as inconsistencies in U.S. policy under President Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump's his boy. That's what's funny about this. And this, I think, is also with him criticizing Trump. I think this is also why Trump is making a different tune this morning. But Lavrov recalled Trump's criticism of Joe Biden for weakening the dollar's global standing, yet said the administration had not followed up with meaningful measures. So, in other words, what he's saying is this, and this is the one problem with American democracy is the fact that we do change or have the option of changing leaders every 4 years. And if we are flipping sides every 4 years, we look inconsistent because for 4 years we're doing one policy and then we go in a different direction and another 4 years we're doing a different policy and then that person gets out, Biden comes in, we're doing another policy for 4 years, Biden goes out, Trump comes back in, and now we're doing a complete opposite. The world's like ping ponging. Like what are you? Where do you stand? You're inconsistent. And then even if Trump's coming out saying, yeah, Joe Biden, he weakened the US dollar in the global standing. But when Trump became president, he just expanded on what Biden already had and then dropped tariffs on the world. So that's what Lavrov is complaining about. Trump said that Biden, with his actions regarding the dollar, was causing colossal harm to the Americans and their leading positions in the global financial system. But unfortunately, those who are responsible for finances in Donald Trump's administrations have not yet drawn any conclusions from this assessment of their leader. They're doing, what he's saying is they're making it worse for them. Let's see, BRICS. If you don't know this, you need to put this in your vocabulary. BRICS. BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization are boosting trade in national currencies and creating alternative financial systems to reduce reliance on the US dollar. Russia and China now trade heavily in rubles and yuan. While India, Iran, and others pursue bilateral deals, do bypass the dollar, bypasses. The goal is protection from Western sanctions. You see that? And U.S. monetary influence. Challenges include currency instability and limited convertibility, but the shift reflects a push for financial independence. There are two reasons why the United States maintains world dominance. One, we have the biggest, baddest military the world has ever seen. Our military budget is more than all the other nations combined. In fact, the budget that we just gave ICE is more than many nations' military budgets. The second is our financial status, the fact that the world needs a US dollar. So since they know they can't meet us toe to toe on the battlefield, they'll attack us on the financial side. And they'll attack us by saying, we're just not going to play with you anymore. You go live in your own debt. Despite Russia's calls for alternatives, the dollar still dominates due to stability and liquidity. For now, advocates of decentralized finance and digital assets see diversification, including Bitcoin, as a hedge against dollar dependence. Okay. Next up, Charlie Kirk makes crypto news. It's the only reason why I'm covering it right now. Charlie Kirk killer Tyler Robinson gets meme coin minted. Now remember, not even 30 minutes after Kirk got shot, there was Kirk tokens on there. In fact, how many popped up? We were studying this in Crypto Talk last week. How many of these tokens pop up? Your search, oh, they cleaned it up. Okay, CoinGecko cleaned that up. What about CoinMarketCap? These fake tokens that wanted to take advantage. There, here, look at that already. Recent searches, Kirk. Not just that token. I wanted to see all of them. Goes more than. There we go. So there's a lot of them. Charlie Kirk, create Kirk, Kirk, Kirk. So a lot of people trying to grift off the name and the emotions of people. So if you're not educated in crypto and you see some advertising, oh, donate to the Kirk family, his wife and his children, here's a Kirk coin, and you don't know any better and you're sending them money. Now we know who the killer is. It's not a trans. It's not a lefty. It's not a black. Not a Latino. It's Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson gets meme coin minted. So now they're taking advantage of this clown and trying to make money off of that. The token was minted within minutes of the suspect's arrest and has already generated almost who $4 million in trading volume. These must be some bots. It's just some just traders trying to make a quick buck. Digens mint meme coin named after Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson. Not long after FBI Director Kash Patel, that was a cringe-worthy press conference he did. Oh, I'm going to see you in Valhalla. Utah Governor Spencer Cox and Utah County Sheriff Mike Smith announced the arrest of Tyler Robison, the 22-year-old electrician apprentice accused of gunning down controversial political activist Charlie Kirk. A meme coin bearing the suspect's name appeared on Pump Swap Friday afternoon. Authorities allege Robinson shot and killed Kirk in Orem, Utah, during Kirk's scheduled American Comeback Tour at Utah Valley University. The now deceased activist regularly debated students on hot button issues such as race, religion, politics, and sexuality. Fox News reported that Robinson had become more political in recent years, according to a family member. Governor Cox referenced a conversation about Kirk that Robinson had with a family member. In that conversation, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. Well, if you those that haven't been paying attention, he is part of the what's like a Nick Fuentes's group, Geiper group. Nick Fuentes, in the last days, again, for those who are paying attention, there was a falling out between Nick Fuentes, Charlie Kirk, Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer made a tweet 2 days before he was killed, or 3 days before he was killed, or something, saying that Charlie Kirk stabbed Donald Trump in the back. Of course, she's deleted that tweet, but there are those on the right, and then there are those on the far right that don't think those on the right are doing enough. And this clown was on that side that didn't think Kirk was doing enough. Ultimately, it was Robinson's family that convinced the suspect to turn himself in after a nationwide manhunt ensued in the wake of the shooting. And not long after his identity became public, Degens went to work minting a Tyler Robinson meme coin on Solana and subsequently cashing in. Tyler was trading at 0.0004, up 336% since inception, with 3.8 million in trading volume at the time of writing. This report does not endorse or support the Tyler meme coin or any meme coins for that matter that exploit tragic events or promote such themes. The crypto community should not condone or encourage the creation of trading of such tokens as they are contrary to peaceful values. I agree with that statement. This is another reason why I really don't touch meme coins at all. Only in the diamond class when we're looking at what tokens can we take advantage of. But there are some I'm not touching any Trump type tokens and the Kirk or Tyler and none of this stuff. You don't want to play in that. That's akin to more gambling than you trying to build a portfolio. Bitcoin.com launches a fundraiser to support Charlie Kirk's family with Bitcoin and crypto donations. I wonder if they did the same thing for those two Democratic Congress people who were assassinated in their bed a month ago. Just saying. All right, last one up, and then I got to run. World's largest asset manager, BlackRock. Is there anybody that is not informed about BlackRock, or you don't know that name? You never heard of it before? Oh, that just gave me an idea. I'm speaking tomorrow on Long Beach. I'm going to ask that question in the room. Like, anybody here not familiar with BlackRock? But BlackRock only got 7 minutes. I gotta put a whole lot into 7 minutes. Largest asset manager BlackRock moles turning ETFs into tokens. Now, this is not okay. This is misleading. They're not mulling it over. Okay, they've already made the decision. They're just announcing it to everybody right now. They want real world assets. They want tokenization of real world assets. They want access to you guys tell me, what is the number? Real world assets in the world. What is that number? What's that figure? So they're saying, yeah, BlackRock is exploring tokenized versions of ETFs, a move that would drag a stayed wrapper onto blockchains. People familiar with the matter, who declined to be identified because the talks are confidential, told Bloomberg the world's largest asset manager is weighing ways to make ETFs available as tokens on public ledgers. Again, that's also false. They're not weighing ways. They already know how. Yeah, I'm not reading all this article because it's already a done deal. You just know what their next move is. But we already knew this was happening 2 years ago. The other headlines that I don't have time to cover, but I will let you know what they are, is Polymarket eyes a $10 billion valuation as prediction market preps U.S. comeback. Prepares U.S. return of CFTC relief, new funding and evaluation that could soar to a $10 billion as prediction markets gain momentum. Okay. And then Block Street sounds the alarm on a new oh, wait. I do have to pay attention to this. A new email phishing campaign. Okay. The scam is designed to look like a Blockstream Jade hardware wallet firmware update. Anybody have a Blockstream Jade hardware wallet? I do not. Blockstream, an infrastructure and hardware wallet provider, issued a warning about a new email phishing campaign attempting to target Blockstream Jade hardware wallet users. The company confirmed on Friday, that's right, Jamal, or the victims of January 6th, that it never sends firmware files through email and said that no data has been compromised in the attack. So we already have training in our security about phishing, what to do when you receive emails. My dad contacted me yesterday and I received the same thing as well. We got a text message and it said, let me find that. Yep, right there. Let's see if I'm able to share on this. Oh, it says I'm offline. It's not going to do it. Open. Open phone on screen. Oh, I'm on two different. My computer's on one Wi-Fi and my phone is on another, so that's not going to connect. All right. I'll just tell you what this is. This says, hey, where'd it go? Okay. Coinbase. Your Coinbase withdrawal code, and it gives me a number. If this is not you, call on, and then it gives you a telephone number with a reference. My parents got that. And of course, my dad called me because my parents use Coinbase as I instructed them what to do. This is how they would have got them. Let's say you call that number and you say you received a text about a withdrawal code and I didn't do it, and you're thinking somebody else is attempting to access your Coinbase account. So they say, can you give us the reference number? You give the reference number from the text they give you. And then they say, okay, we need to verify this is you. What name is attached to the account? What email address? What's the password or this kind of stuff? We need to verify your account. And you are now giving them access. Or they may say, okay, we're going to send you, we need to lock your account and then change your password or reset. And they send you a link. You click on the link and you think you're on Coinbase and you're not. And they take all your Bitcoin and your crypto. So this is part of that. That was one. You guys all got that too? I don't fall for none of that. And here's one. We've been made aware of fake emails claiming a Jade firmware update. Staying safe amid a rising threat landscape. Crypto users lost over $3.1 billion due to scams and hacks, and that's just in the first half of 2025. Phishing scams are designed to catch users off guard by cloaking malicious links designed to steal data and messages disguised to look like they are from reputable crypto companies. Typically, this involves a customer service email sent to the target warning of an imminent account closure, theft, cybersecurity breach, or some other issue, and demanding a user's private keys or passwords. Okay, and this is public, and I'll say this publicly. Do not ever give somebody show anybody or display your private seed phrase. Even if you're on customer support will never tell you to give them your seed phrase. Never also, if you're dealing with some form of customer support or anybody, and they give you a website where you need to connect your wallet, never connect your wallet, meaning main wallet with all your crypto. If you're unsure and you're still going to be doing that, always use a utility wallet. And you have to join the inner circle to understand what that means when I say use a utility wallet. All right, I'm out of time. That is it for Crypto Talk for today. I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that's the point. We look forward to any new partners that want to join with us and take their crypto earning potential to a whole nother level. I want you just to imagine if you're a partner with us and you're just doing helping 2 or 3 people get crypto educated with ILCA a month, you're earning $1,500 to $2,000 a month just as a partner. And then we're going to have things in place to teach you how to share it with others. That's what we had our first call with our partners and our marketing team last week, and we'll be having many, many more. So getting you guys set up. So that's the ultimate journey. Also, shout out to our very first crypto certified, ILCA certified member, Miss Rita Broussard from San Diego. So congratulations. I'm looking who's going to be next. The women are leading the way. Speaking of that, October's 5-day challenge, I'm looking to have it in honor of the women in crypto. So I'm going to tailor make it that way, and we'll have some panelists that will be speaking that are the ladies. Where are the ladies at? So with that, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for a great presentation. We got a quick meeting too, so you know where to go right after this. And then I will see the rest of you guys. Well, I'll see some of you guys at the Long Beach meeting tomorrow. And I'll see you Inner Circle members Monday morning. Join our Inner Circle. If you don't want, how do I join the Inner Circle? Get back to the person who invited you to watch this today. And if nobody did, you want to go to ilca.app ilca.app and choose the golden membership package for $49 to join our inner circle. And you'll get an email with the instructions and the Zoom link for our inner circle call Monday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. And I'm thinking this one's going to be a hot because it's the first Monday morning after a volatile week in the world. So we'll see how things pop off Monday. So with that, take care, everybody. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye. Oh, I got to play some exit music. Yeah, we have a whole playlist for ILCA, so I'll play some exit songs too. And where do we go? Oh, this library. Oh, the community one. So you guys can be able to hear your names. Yeah, let me pull that one up. ILCA community. Randomly, oh, there's 45 songs. All right, which one?
Yeah. ILCA, where community means movement. This ain't just a squad, it's a circle of gold. Let's go. We started with a vision, now we building a climb. Crypto strategy, yeah, we mastering time. From blueprints to breakthroughs, we shaping the lane. Entrepreneurs in sync, rising up through the strain. Leonard's got precision, sharp like a blade. Melanie's fire got the whole room swayed. Rita steady with the roots, heart in her hand. And Patty with the plan, always taking a stand. We coach with the facts, no hype in the mix. Turning dreams into numbers, solutions that stick. From the boardroom blues to the blockchain highs, we empower the vision, let the phoenix rise. We made our LCA, we move as one. Building blocks till the job is done. With our kings and queens, we grow in the circle of gold. Yeah, that's how we flow. Oh, we LCA, we move as one. Building blocks till the job is done. Crypto kings and queens, we grow in the circle of gold. Yeah, that's how we flow. That's how we grow. That's how we grow. Yeah. We don't guess, we got every strategy tight. From the grind to the shine, we bring dreams to life. Kenny got the pulse on the rhythm of growth. Catherine brings calm like a leader with oath. Joyce in the cut with a smile that speaks. Turn lessons to legacy, results every week. We ain't waiting for a chance, we carve the door. Equipped with the tools, now we build even more. Every business we touch, we uplift and mold. With Brandon Ivey's blueprint, this vision bold. Dream big, act small, that's the code we live. Turning purpose to profit, and power to give.
Now we ILCA, we move as one. Building blocks till the job is done. Crypto kings and queens, we grow in the circle of gold. Yeah, that's how we flow. Call we ILCA, we move as one. Building blocks till the job is done. Crypto kings and queens, we grow in the circle of gold. Yeah, that's how we flow. That's how we grow.
We ain't just teaching crypto,
That's how we grow.
we build confidence.
That's how we grow.
We ain't just coaching growth,
That's how we grow.
we raise communities. To every learner, every leader, from the first step to the final win. ILCA walk with you, cause greatness is a group thing. Circle of gold, yeah.
We ILCA. We ILCA. We ILCA. We ILCA.
Ooh, we move like one. We don't just talk, we build a plan. Step by step with steady hands. From dream to launch, from hope to win. We coach the spark that lives within. Empowering minds, we rise with grace. Every lesson leaves a stronger trace. Crypto flows and wisdom grows. ILCA's how the future shows.
We link up, we level up from the bottom. Now we lifting up. Knowledge is power, and unity's the key. We're breaking chains and building legacy.
We ILCA, lighting the way. We so encourage changing the game. From vision to action, we pave every lane. Together we ride, together we reign. Catherine, Maggie, Judy by my side. Jacqueline, Mitch, Amy, we ride. This is our time, this is our stage. We write the story on every page.
We embed in the hustle, we guide the flame. Every business born with purpose and name. We turn ideas into streams of flow, coaching through every high and low.
Strategic minds and hearts aligned. Crypto power with a deeper design. No hype, just legacy built on truth. With each alliance, we raise the rules.
You dream big, act small, but move like stars. One family, one mission, no matter how far. From local roots to global flight, ILCA glows in the darkest night.
ILCA, lighting the way. Crypto encourage changing the game. From vision to action, we pave every lane. Together we rise, together we reign. Catherine, Maggie, Judy by my side. Jacqueline, Mitch, Amy, we ride. This is our time, this is our stage. We write the story on every page.
We don't follow trends, we set them. Legacy in motion, growth in unity. Let's keep building together.